Bottom of the ninth, with the Blue Jays 3 outs away from clinching a playoff spot. They lead 8-5, and Jeff Hoffman is on the mound.
Yep, Jeff Hoffman has done a nice job for the Blue Jays. He's had some rough patches, but look at his opponent's batting average. They're hitting just .215. Home runs have been an issue, but lately he's done a good job of pitching ahead, setting up his breaking ball. And we have talked about it often, how his velocity is down. He's well aware of that. Because of that, what he's doing is he's using more sliders and splitters lately.
Joey Loperfido is in the game and left. He takes over for Davis Schneider. So everybody on the bench has been used with the exception of Alejandro Kirk. For the Royals, Randall Grichuk, Mike Yastrzemski, and Bobby Witt Jr. They're 9-1-2 hitters. And a strike to start him.
Ran had a pinch hit base hit back in the 6th inning and drove in a run.
Ground ball to third. Up with it, Clement. One down. Again, they have bigger goals. They want to win a division. They want to get a bye, but you can't take those steps until you take this one. And it is something that they will celebrate, Buck. And it is something that John Schneider, I think, will encourage them to celebrate if they can win this game.
Absolutely. It's always difficult to get into the postseason. I don't care how you do it, and you have to celebrate that. They got an off day tomorrow before they open up a series against the Red Sox on Tuesday. But you know what? Given where they started the season and how hot they got in the middle of the season, they deserve everything they have gotten here to this point.
Sub 500 team in late May. Ben Rice has hit a grand slam for the Yankees. They're up 5-1 in the 10th inning in Baltimore. Another good reason to win this game, because bigger picture, the Yankees are the team that matter most to the Blue Jays. That's the team they've got to hold off to win a division and get a bye. Hoffman out in front of Yastrzemski, 0-2. That fastball taken high. Heineman liked the spot, but Yastrzemski wouldn't go after it.
Yeah, and you know what? You look at the score of 8 runs on 12 hits today for the Blue Jays, and they've done such a great job. They haven't hit a home run, and I think this is a little bit more about Blue Jays offense than we have seen lately.
You know, a lot of guys who have battled injuries on and off the IL, some of them multiple times. A team that played exceedingly well for a couple of months. They had a 37-14 stretch from late May through late July, and some ups and downs since, but have won enough games to put themselves in a very favorable spot. Try to check that first box here this afternoon. 2-2, and a ground ball just foul. No, it's fair. It's fair, says first base umpire Nestor Ceja, and it's a double for Yastrzemski, and it is not a reviewable play.
Yeah, Vladdy thought it was foul. He couldn't believe it was called a fair ball. John Schneider is out to talk to the home plate umpire, and he said, "Can you make that call?" Tactician said, "No, the ball was past the bag," and that first base umpire, Nestor Ceja, made the call. Vladdy saw it really close, and he thought it was foul. Watch his reaction. And that ball bounces, and Ceja called it fair, and Vladdy couldn't believe it.
Hard to tell if it went over the corner of the bag or not, but Ceja's opinion is the only one that matters. So it's a double for Yastrzemski, and now it's Bobby Witt Jr. with 1 on, 1 out. Ground ball to short. Jimenez dug out by Guerrero at the other end for out number 2.
Andres said, "Okay, Vladdy, thanks for picking me up right there," because he had plenty of time, but throws it in the dirt and gave Vladdy a tough short hop, but Vladdy stayed with it and made the play.
Jimenez applauding his friend Guerrero. They are an out away, and the batter is Vinny Pasquantino. Just low for ball 1.
Pasquantino is 0 for 4. He's got the longest active hit streak in the majors, but it's in doubt right now. Came into the game with an 11-game hit streak.
The 1-0. Ground ball to second. And the Blue Jays are going to the postseason. Hoffman gets the save. They beat the Royals here today 8-5. And the Blue Jays have locked up a playoff spot this year.
Yeah, and it was well earned. Their 90th win of the season, and there were so many times when it looked like the Blue Jays, they got up to a slow start, got hot in the middle of the summer, cooled off a little bit in September. But how about Jeff Hoffman wrapping up things for the Blue Jays? Everybody in this lineup today made a contribution, and that's the way they've played most of the season.
And if you look out to the field right now, it looks like just another win right now. I'm sure there will be more of a celebration inside the clubhouse momentarily. Again, this is just the first box that they are checking, and they're in a visiting ballpark. But you can see now some bigger hugs, some bigger smiles. It's a marathon, not a sprint. This is game number 156, win number 90, and a guaranteed trip to the postseason here this afternoon.
And you can say it's kind of subdued right now, but I bet you once they get in that clubhouse, they're going to have a good celebration. They've got an off day tomorrow. These two guys know how difficult it is. Max Scherzer has been to the World Series and won twice. And he said the reason he came back this year was for another chance to go to the World Series. But Sir Anthony Dominguez has been a big addition to this ball club. He had a great inning of work here again today. Eric Lauer was terrific in his inning of work, and Jeff Hoffman wraps it up. But John Snyder can celebrate now. Everybody can take a deep breath, enjoy this win, enjoy the off day tomorrow before Boston comes into town for 3 games.
And no, even if the Yankees win today, and they're now up 6-1 in the 10th inning, even if the Yankees win today, it will still be a 2-game lead for the Blue Jays with now 6 games to go as another day comes off the calendar, and the Blue Jays again holding the tiebreaker. Jeff Hoffman, Joey Loper, Fido, Ty France, and the rest on their way into the clubhouse right now to reap the benefits of being one of the teams going to the postseason. Probably a mix, Buck, I would say, of joy and a little bit of relief given the way the last 4 days went.
A lot of relief for sure, and everybody knows how difficult it is to win a big league game. And Troy Savage made his start, so it's a celebration time now.
Let's go down to the field and Arden Zwelling.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. extended the Blue Jays lead in the 5th inning with a 2-run double, one of 2 hits on the game. Vlad, all the at-bats this time of year feel big, but that one felt really big. How'd it feel to you to come through?
I mean, it feels good. You know, I've been facing that feel good. You know, I've been facing a couple times, and I missed that changer. So, and that I told myself, what if for the changer, and he threw me that pitch in the first pitch, and I can get it.
It's been a tough couple days for this offense. What was key to coming out of it collectively today?
I mean, it's we believe in each other. You know, we got ups and downs. When we losing together. When we winning together. And to us, it's one game at a time. And thank God we winning today.
So you're going back to the postseason for a 4th time in your career. What did you learn in the first 3 trips that you think you can carry forward to this one?
I mean, just play the game, have fun, and try to win it all.
Congratulations, Vladdy. Thank you.
Thank you.
That 2-run double, one of the big hits. There were so many big moments, so many different players who contributed to this victory, and that's kind of emblematic of what we have seen from this team all season long.